Hello, my friends. It's time for the big reveal of my DNA test results. I posted a video maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago showing you all the testing process, swabbing my cheeks and sending my testing kit off to the MyHeritage DNA lab in Texas, USA. The company is based in Israel, but they have a local lab in Texas where I sent my DNA for analysis. And I gotta tell you, this company has some of the best communication I've ever seen. Every step of the way, I received email updates letting me know when my test had arrived to the lab, when they had verified that the test was readable, when it had gone to the lab, when they had extracted the DNA, when they had begun researching my ethnicity, and then finally, last night I received the results, or the email letting me know that my results were available. So I'm gonna share a photo of my results here at some point in the video so you can see exactly what I saw, but let's just talk about it now. So in the first video, I stated that I expected for the vast majority, perhaps all of my DNA to be from the British Isles, England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales. Because my family history, I know for a fact, strongly originates from that area. And I also conceded that I knew there would be some surprise in there because after watching countless videos of people revealing their DNA results on YouTube, I know there's always something that you just did not know, maybe that you thought was even impossible. Without further ado, I am 44.7% English, and I am 41.6% Irish, Scottish, and Welsh. So, a little bit of quick math, that's what, 85% British Isles. So, pretty much exactly what I expected. And then my next largest group was 9.1% Scandinavian. Again, this isn't a huge surprise, especially because I know that my family has strong ties to Ireland. And in the history of the Viking age of Scandinavia, there was a lot of raids and immigration to the island of Ireland by the Scandinavian Vikings. So it's entirely plausible that there was Scandinavian DNA to enter into my mix. And I know that some companies have actually misinterpreted Irish DNA as Scandinavian. So I don't know exactly the story there, but it's not a huge surprise, but it's kind of cool to know. And then I had three ethnic groups that I would describe as just trace amounts, less than 2%. The first was Ashkenazi Jewish at 1.9%. Again, not a huge surprise because there are Ashkenazi Jewish people all over Europe. So with 1.9%, we have to be talking about many, many generations back. There must have been an Ashkenazi Jew to make their way into the British Isles and come into my family tree. And I actually kind of smiled when I saw that one because I am not Jewish, but I've always very much respected and felt a connection to Jewish people and culture. So I was kind of excited to see that in there, and I'd love to know the story. Now, the next two groups get more interesting for me. I also have a 1.5% Mesoamerican and Andean marker in my DNA. Now, seeing as my family has been on the American continent for many generations, it's entirely plausible that at some point there was some intermingling. But this DNA marker for Mesoamerican and Andean, this is a very specific region of the world. We typically only see this in Chile, Ecuador, Argentina, sort of the west side of the northern part of South America. You can also find this in Central America, places like Costa Rica. I liked getting this result because I have worked very hard my whole life to study the Spanish language and to reach a high level, and I feel extremely connected to that culture. But I cannot explain this readily, especially with it being such a specific ethnic region. And the last, I frankly have no idea. I have 1.2% Middle Eastern DNA. So again, this probably goes back to very old, ancient European trade routes. Probably 500 to 1,000 years ago, some Middle Eastern trader came through Europe and came into my family somehow. But I would sure be interested to see a photo of this individual and know a bit of that history. So I'm going to send this video to some professional genealogists on YouTube and see what they think of my results and hopefully get a response. But I hope you've enjoyed hearing them, and if you have any comments, please leave those below. And as always, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. It's been a pleasure meeting with you today. Thank you for watching.